you spend 8 hours out of your day working instead of just playing video games? Here, how about we just take half of what you made today so that you can feel like a big shot against the kid? Like, what even is this? What twisted mindset is making people buy these mechanics? It's demented to me. I mean, the real solution, the proper solution, is better matchmaking. Obviously, just have the casual dads off in their like crappy server where they can just spray and pray all over the place, and then put all the skilled players in the same lobby. Like it's very doable, and some games do it very well. But I guess it's more work, and it's less lucrative, and people will give you money for these kinds of silly upgrades. So I guess that's why it keeps perpetuating. And again, it comes back to what we said last week, guys. Don't give them money for it. Like, man, grow a backbone. Good lord, gamers, but those people who buy into those mechanics, now that Battlestate has promised it, well, their backs to a wall. Now their game's just fucking ruined.
Yeah.
Because unless they give it to everyone, then it's not fair. And once they do give it to everyone, it's Modern Warfare.
Then the game's ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, now we need an escalation point. I paid $250 for my addition to the game, and now you gave this stupid truck to everybody. Well, now I need a satellite death laser. Because otherwise, what's the point of me paying $250?
Did someone find it?
What now?
Oh, no, I think they rickrolled me. Oh, I got wrecked. No!
Nice.
Okay, so there's some interview with him, with Nikita, I think he's the COO, but he's the main person that talks publicly. There's some interview with him from a long time ago. I can't find it right now. I swear I'm not hallucinating this, but...
Is Luke an AI? This topic next.
He's talking about how cheaters, he had like a realization that cheaters are actually a good thing for your game, because when your player base is like stressed out and uncomfortable with the cheater situation, it increases what he calls donations. And I'm like, wow, you know what?
Wait, donations?
This kind of makes a lot of sense.
What's a donation?
I think that's when he used to make mobile games. So I think he was talking about like pay-to-win mechanics. They're going to buy them more if there's cheaters in the game.
Oh.
I'm not 100% certain. I'm trying to find the interview, but I can't find it right now. I know it was on the subreddit before, but I'm having a hard time trying to find it.
That actually hurts my brain. You have successfully hurt my brain. Look, it's Friday and you hurt my brain.
It's a good time. You can recover before the week starts.
Why would you do that to me? What did I do to you? I hate that so much. So hold on. Tinfoil hat. Tinfoil hat coming on right now. Cheating exists in video games to sell microtransactions.
Also, so I have to say, one, I need to actually find this video, and two, it's a translation from Russian.
Right.
So the translation could be wrong.
Right.
So like I don't know 100%. Oh, did people just find it? I think they did. Am I getting rickrolled again? This is not what I'm talking about, not the text interview.
Okay.
There's a video. Anyways, we don't have to try to hunt it down. But there's some very active communities forming right now.
This is cool though, actually.
I don't know how much we want to go into it.
I don't know, a lot.
Okay.
Right? I mean, is there a downside?
I'm wondering if they can issue like takedowns for it or anything. Even talking
It's
about
not like these guys. What issue takedown for the LAN show?
Yeah.
Battlestate wants to take down the LAN show. You know what? That's fine. I'll go toe to toe. I got no problem with that.
All right.
What are they gonna do? What kind of?
I don't know. I just don't know how it works.
Under what authority would some stupid fucking Russian entity take down our podcast? Like, you gotta be kidding me.
In order for yes, this is the interview. Okay. We found it. Hold on. This interview. There we go. So the post is, in order for players to donate, you need to keep them in a state of discomfort. This is a very old, you can see Moscow 2015.
Yeah.
So 2015 is, if I remember correctly, technically when Tarkov started. But this is as they're pivoting off of like the mobile game. They used to make some game called Contract Wars, which is either like a mobile game or a browser game or something, I don't remember what. And then they pivoted into Escape from Tarkov. And this is like as that pivot is kind of happening. He talks about, cheaters are always such a serious thing.
Yeah.
Come on, get to your revelation.
Both ways. Okay, I'll say it. Good lord.
For me, it was honestly a revelation. How you perceive it is, of course, your business. If there are a lot of cheaters...
So what? People just assume...
Cheaters make other players uncomfortable.
So they just assume their advantage is that they had...
The main rule is to donate. You need to keep the player in a state of discomfort. The main rule is to donate. So like his point is, if your players are uncomfortable, they're going to try to like...
Get an edge.
Pay to get advantages, to get an edge, stuff like that. Not great. Again, I don't know the full context of that interview. The translation might be wrong. There's a lot of things that could be potentially wrong with that. I wouldn't take that as like a 100% thing. Be careful there.
Yeah, don't fall for misinformation.
Someone in Floatplane chat is saying the translation is accurate, but like I don't.
We generally trust Floatplane pretty good.
It's probably.
Yeah, Floatplane chat's usually pretty reliable. I mean, I wouldn't trust Twitch chat as far as I could throw them. And they're literally digital. They have no weight whatsoever. I could throw them very far. Yeah, I could throw them very far. That is unless we have to account for wind resistance. But I'm going to assume this is a grade 11 physics line. So I don't have to.
Assume the cow is spherical.
Exactly.
But
it's a rigid body cow. It's dead.
There are multiplayer, host it yourself, play with your friends, things happening very, very actively right now for Tarkov. I have seldom seen this much dedication and action on a project. It's moving very, very fast. There's some videos on YouTube of people playing it.
Hell hath no fury, like gamers scorned.
Oh yeah,
truly.
And a bunch of extremely hardcore gamers scorned as well.
Yeah.
Because the dedication to this is mad.
I mean, obviously, if they're going to sell $150... Okay, so the fact that the community is so outraged and so universally outraged over a $150 version of the game means that, let's do the math, a significant number of them bought it. Because if nobody bought it, people have been like, yeah, whatever, that silly $150 version of the game that nobody bought, who cares? But no, this is a game that people are invested in.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
And I don't even think, honestly,
for Battlestate, I don't know.
If that Edge of Darkness edition thing was originally $250, I bet you like a ton of people.
Yeah, people would have been upset, but they would have bought it.
They would have bought it.
I do think the truck would have been a line.
Yes.
I think the truck still would have been a line.
The truck is a big line. The call-in people to raid thing is a big line.
That's ridiculous.
And
That's
then
like
going
actually
back on your word
stupid.
is a big line. Those three things is what has crushed this community. But the community defies. The community is not crushed. The community made their own Tarkov, basically, by having a bunch of single-player Tarkov. SPT has been a thing for a long time.
Yeah. But
it was, single player. There's a bunch of mods for it, though, that you can make the game so much better in a multiplayer experience. Right. But it was just a single-player experience. Now there's Fika, a multiplayer mod, and I've seen some videos. I've genuinely not touched this, but I've seen some videos of people playing, and it looks smooth, and there isn't a lot of desync between the players. It looks like at least as good as live, as far as I can tell, watching other people's gameplay of the the synchronization of the two players or multiple other players playing in the game. And then some of the mods for single player Tarkov work with the multiplayer mod. So you can just make your own Tarkov that's better in all the ways except for
Blackjack.
there isn't
Yeah.
active PvP. But the active PvP in Tarkov is so over-riddled by cheaters that it's like
It's kind of a non-factor.
you
anyway.
just cut that limb off. You know, it's probably fine. So that's pretty cool. In other gaming news,
Yeah.
we do have another actually very big topic.
Yeah,
I don't know-
I1 bro versus bro.
Okay, we can go there.
That's a big topic. No,
Sure,
no, no,
we
no,
can. I'm down. Or we can talk
No,
about
no,
how
talk about
Helldivers now will
Yeah,
not let
they're
you
getting a
play.
review bomb now, right?
Yeah.
I have not kept up with this at all, other than that chat will not stop talking about Helldivers.
Not gonna lie, that's the main reason why I know about it. When did this even happen? It must have happened like, yeah, all the articles are from today. So this is like very, very new. Pirate Software is apparently popping off about it. Yeah, not good. From my understanding, it has shown as a requirement on their Steam page the whole time that you need a PSN, but it wasn't enforced the whole time.
Oh, so to play on PC, you need a PlayStation Network account now. I mean,
It wasn't required before though.
I see.
So people have played this whole time, and here's the spicy part, because at first I was like, that's really annoying, but I didn't fully understand it. And then Pirate Software's tweet made me fully understand it. There are certain countries, so where did this go?
Where PSN's just straight up not available?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, Pirate Software says for all those, here, I'll go to my, for all those saying to just make a PSN account, bro, if you've been playing Helldivers 2 and do not live in one of these listed countries, you cannot make a PSN account. Choosing a country you do not live in is a violation of Sony's TOS and could lead to account termination.
Then again, like what is the drawback of that account being terminated? Does it matter?
But you can't play.
Right, but then couldn't you just register it on a different PSN account?
You tied your Steam account, so you're effectively banned from the game.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, super bad.
So like there's going to be a bunch of people that this happens to. So this is just objectively not a good thing at that point. Because there's people that were playing, no problem, just fine, probably loving the game 'cause it's a great
They
game.
roll a patch,
They roll a patch.
and now they can't.
Yeah. And you shouldn't just like suddenly require a new account sign up once the game's been out for like
Well,
months and
they didn't
everybody's
suddenly
doing
require it,
That's-
they
that's
suddenly
true.
enforced
Suddenly
it.
enforce it. Yeah, fair enough.
And it is up to you whether to enforce your rules or not. However, that's a pretty crappy rule. It seems unnecessary, given that obviously they didn't have it before, and it clearly wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously part of their agreement with Sony, I guess, so that they can farm your data.
I believe it's a Sony published game or
Yeah,
something.
that's tough.
Something. I'm not 100%.
I mean, it does seem like an easy solution to this would be to, oh man, what is the easy solution? Because there's no way Sony's going to just like suddenly allow you to register from a different country. How on earth are they going to fix this?
I have no idea.
Because there's no way Sony's going to let them out of that requirement.
I don't think they're going to roll it back.
They obviously would have known that this was going to generate a bunch of backlash.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they underestimated how angry gamers can be.
I bet you, honestly, even they didn't consider this angle that Pirate Software pointed out. Because the initial one is kind of annoying. And I can
Yeah.
understand, honestly, some people boycotting it because, like, oh, you make me get this new account.
How dare you?
I don't personally care that much.
Yeah.
But the second you're going to block
I mean,
out
there's people
people
that will be like mad that you're doing a giveaway because you have to have a Twitter account, and they're
Yes.
like, "Oh, well, I don't have one." It's like, bro, Twitter's free. Bro, I
Make
want
a
to have my
throwaway.
information. Bro, make a Proton
fake
Mail account.
information,
Who
yeah.
gives a shit? Just put in
Yeah.
some fake information. But it's like it's on principle for these people, right? So I could see someone just like on principle refusing to create a Sony account. Like I get it, but this is much worse. This is much
yeah,
worse.
the second it comes down to our fellow democracy spreaders potentially no longer being able to play the game, that's where a line has been crossed for me.
Apparently, you have to tie your phone number to Twitter now. Good lord, what a crappy platform.
You can probably put a fake one in.
No, because they probably send you a text.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, probably. That's stupid.
I used to put the White House for my address for like almost everything.
Nice.
Just worked all the time.
I almost always use 90210 as a zip code whenever I register for anything American.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. And it's like you have to put in an address, and I'm like, well, I'm Canadian. There's no drop down for Canada. It only allows US. Well, I guess I live at the White House now. There is probably junk mail addressed to me that has shown up to the White House. I thought about that not that long ago.
Who the fuck is this Luke Lafreniere? That would actually be kind of hilarious prank. Signing the White House up for like magazine subscriptions and stuff.
I just thought you guys might want this. You know, right?
I'm just trying to imagine like what would be some fun subscriptions. You know?
You got to know this happens so much that it's probably like dull.
Apparently it goes to an offsite facility for processing for security.
Yeah,
That makes a ton of sense. But yeah, apparently I missed Ludwig in the YouTube chat. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh wait, no one cares, Linus. Stop something. All right, hey, thanks Ludwig. Thanks for showing up. Oh, this must have been because I was talking about bro versus bro. Nice.
Okay, well, should we just do that now?
Nice, yeah. So that was fun. I went down to LA for a number of events. Now that it's over, I don't have any sort of security concerns about it. So I attended the retirement party for Matt Pat. He is no longer working at Game Theorist. That doesn't mean he's no longer going to work at all. He seemed to be in very good spirits. I don't know him especially well or anything like that, but we've talked a couple of times. Obviously, I have a ton of respect for his work, and he seems like one of those people that you meet in person, and you're like, all right. Well, don't take this the wrong way, but I think I had the full experience of meeting you and getting your deal from watching your videos. And to be clear, obviously,
Is who he is.
he'll say things off camera that he wouldn't say on camera. But if you watch Matt Pat's videos and you're like, wow, he seems like a likable dude, then I think you'll meet him in person and think, wow, he seems like a likable dude. Very, very genuine guy. He and Steph, absolutely fantastic. I've done a ton for the platform. I've done a ton for the community. So I was very honored to be able to be down there for that. And then since I was heading down, that was actually the thing that instigated my trip. I was like, holy shnikes, I've been supposed to do a bro versus bro with Ludwig forever.
Yeah.
He came up here and did that collab with us, and I told him at the time, I was like, I owe you one, thank you very much. That was absolutely fantastic. Anytime, by the way. And he's like, by the way, I'm in LA. And I was
good
like,
for you.
heck yeah. Heck yeah, right? So I'm coming down to LA. Can we make this work? Can we try and put these two things together? And then stars aligned, and I ended up doing one more thing while I was down there. So on the Tuesday, I shot a video in collaboration with HP Enterprise and Kioxia. Do you know about this?
I know some amount about it.